you say does.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at New York. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference.
And right now for the Knicks, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
So the New York starting five. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the five. And for the Thunder, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things allow your mind to settle in to what it is your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
Here's Dort. Trying to get open is Hartenstein. Good D by Anunoby. Hart with it. Dort covering. Inside. Here's Bridges. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Williams against Bridges. Out to Wallace. Lock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing.
Great timing on that play, and Williams with no wasted motion.
Hart with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Brunson. No good that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. We'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Just keep seeing more and more evidence about Jalen Williams being the total package, a swingman who scores it, rebounds, passes, and can defend.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bridges kicks to Towns. Brunson the pass to Bridges. New York moving it around. And that time, also a missed shot. The Thunder leading by 7. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Wallace. Door to screen on Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Wallace finds Dort. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
From deep, Brunson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
No problems knocking that one down. Bridges has got 5.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Timeout.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Dort. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Mitchell with the bounce pass. And it's Williams finishing it off.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Now Joe, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Mitchell. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder.
At the line for 1.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Pass to McBride. Shot clock at 6. Over Mitchell. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Wiggins, a screen on Brunson. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Aaron Wiggins is out there with Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Sims. No scoring in this one. Here's McBride. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Toppin, he's checked in for the Knicks, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in
you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And here now the Thunder. The Knicks making the shot. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks that one from the post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Poked away. Pass to McBride. A three. Rebound by Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's McBride. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Achua kicks to Toppin. Back to Achua from downtown. Caruso grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hart the pass to Payne. The kick out to Towns. Cranes the three-pointer. Towns has got himself on the board with 3 there.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Back to Wallace. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Towns down low. He's defended by Hartenstein. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Towns. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. Williams against Hart. Williams can't hit. Knicks trail by 11. Here's Anunoby, and again it's New York.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Mitchell. Payne covering for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 6. Now here's Payne, covered by Mitchell. Down low, 3 seconds left, and the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teams.
And so we conclude the first half. Thunder out in front. They're up by 10. And all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
think for Oklahoma City. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Thunder.
You hear that?
Yeah?
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. We leave that to the real artists, okay? What'd I just say?
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. We've got Mikal Bridges. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 13 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hart. In the corner, it's Bridges. New York moving it around. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. No good on the three.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Knicks trail by 10. Brunson scanning the floor. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Williams uses the glass to finish the lane. Williams has got 9 points.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Bridges outside. Anunoby with the screen for Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Hart, wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Count it. Bridges got 8 points.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Dort. Wallace with the ball. No good with the triple. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander using his length to wipe away the shot.
Wallace with the ball. Defended by Bridges. To the inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Anunoby, no good. The Thunder leading by 12. Wallace, the pass to Williams. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Hart. 56 seconds left to play here in the third. From 13, it's rebounded by New York. To the middle. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brunson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Brunson does this so much, just able to absorb the foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That one falls for Brunson. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Williams. 9 points in the game so far. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by 13. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Alex Caruso out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Payne with a screen for Brunson. Pass to Payne from past the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Payne learning to shoot more threes, timely threes later on in his career.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Payne covering. Joe good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's a good screen. And here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
How about the response from Brunson, nailing 3 of his own?
Joe passes to Wiggins. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Nice move. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. And here now the Thunder. They've led by as many as 14 points. 4 on the clock. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace against Bridges. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And they are looking at a ton of road games in the next stretch, but this team shouldn't fear the idea of it. They've been more than capable of getting wins on the road, and I wouldn't expect anything less on this trip.
Yep, that one goes.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Brunson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wallace finds Hartenstein. Wallace against Bridges. Wallace the pass to Hartenstein. Shoots over Brunson. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Smart with a screen on Hartenstein. Anunoby in the corner. New York, no good that time either. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13-point lead. Count it.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes.
It's too hard.
2 minutes.
Wallace against Bridges. Anunoby has the open look. Hands it from downtown.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
.152 left in the fourth. Hartenstein with the screen on Bridges. Bounce pass Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades. And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Here's Brunson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, easy call.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint, and so far it's working.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And both free throws good for Brunson. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
11 feet away. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. down by 12. Anunoby passes to Bridges. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.